Hey guys, welcome to Chapter 7, Lesson 3. Today we're going to be talking about sequences. So patterns follow a rule, which is what we were just working on, like add 7, multiply by 2. Each number in a numeric pattern is called a term. So when I went from 1 to 3 to 5, each one, 1, 3, and 5 would all be called terms. And then the ordered arrangement of terms that make up a pattern is called a sequence. So the sequence would be like 1, 3, 5, where we're adding 2 each time. That would be called a sequence. 1 is a term, 3 is a term, 5 is a term, and then they have a rule or a pattern, and that would be adding 2 each time. So you got a lot of vocabulary words here. So let's unpack them as we go through some examples. All right, so here we have example 1. It says, Crystal starts reading her book on Monday. She reads 25 pages on the first day. Each day she reads 25 pages. How many total pages will she have read by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? Okay, so this to me is saying, hey, they kind of drew a table here, but notice how they drew it out. They didn't just say, okay, well, 25 Monday, 50 Tuesday, right? Or they didn't just list out 25, 50, 75, 100, right? They put day 1 Monday, 25. And then they're showing the change from each day, each following day. There we go. So on Tuesday, I would have read 50 pages. Sorry, Crystal would have read, not me. And then we're adding 25. And now we're at 75 pages. Notice I'm counting by 25s, which is also like if I was counting change and counting quarters. Right? So 75 plus 25 is $1 or 100 cents. Next, we would have 125 pages. Okay, so Crystal will have read 50 pages by Tuesday, 75 pages by Wednesday, 100 pages by Thursday, and 125 pages by Friday. Okay, showing your work is very important. So make sure it's nice and neat. You could get tables, you could draw whatever we would call this little guy here, a diagram maybe. But it just helps to make sure we don't make silly mistakes. Example 2. The first term of a sequence, right, so this whole thing is the sequence here, is 65. The rule of the sequence is subtract 4. Find the next 4 terms in the sequence. Then make observations about the pattern. Okay, let's do that. 65 minus 4 is 61. 61 minus 4 is 57. 57 minus 4 is 53. 53 minus 4 is 49. Okay, we're subtracting 4 each time. The next 4 terms in the sequence are 61, 57, 53, and 49. Now notice, we've got our sequence here, which is all of these numbers are called the sequence. This whole thing is called the sequence. Okay, term is the first value, right? Each value is called a term. And then if I'm looking at observations about the pattern, down here we've got the rules. That's our rule. And then when we're looking at, what's happening with the numbers, we're noticing that would be our pattern. So if we make observation about the pattern, I would say, well, all of these terms, 65, 61, 57, 53, 49, are odd because in the ones place, it's all odd numbers. And that's how we would determine if it's odd or even. We look at the ones place, 9, 3, 7, 1, 5, all odd numbers. The terms decrease because we're subtracting, right? When we subtract, the numbers get smaller, they decrease. If I extend the pattern a total of 10 terms, okay, we got 61, 57. Maybe we'll have some repeating going on. And we're subtracting even numbers, but we're getting odd answers. That's kind of interesting. 53, 49 minus 4 is 45. 45 minus 4 is, wow, look at this, 41. 41 minus 4 is 37. 37 minus 4 is 33. 33. 33, and 33 minus 4 is 29. I notice. Look at this. 17395, 17395, 1739. Then it repeats. Look at the ones digits repeat the pattern. 51739, 51739. That's kind of a cool other observation we could make about the pattern. But we needed to extend the pattern farther in order to see that. So sometimes you'll have to do that. It only asks you 5 terms, but if we extended it farther, you might see something start repeating. So that's kind of cool. All right, next. Our guided practice today says extend each pattern by 4 terms. Write an observation about the pattern. Okay, so we're going to add 7. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 7 is 22. 22 plus 7 is 29. 29 plus 7 is 36. Okay. An observation. The ones digits are going odd, even, odd, even. So let's put that down there. Oh, even, odd, even, odd. Observation. Ones digits are odd, then even. Does anything start to 6 plus 7 would be 43. I don't see anything starting to repeat. We could also talk about how the pattern is growing. The terms are growing. Right? They're getting larger. All right, next one. Subtract tens. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. Right? We're just counting tens backwards. Observation. The terms are decreasing. Because subtracting. Also, the ones digits are all zeros. They're all zeros. We could also talk about how the tens digits are all decreasing by 1, but I think this is good. All right, we have our practice on page 429. So if I look at my rules, let's do a multiplying one. We haven't done that yet. Multiply by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. Okay, so we could say our observation is, wow, ones digit starts off odd, and then it goes all even. Ones digit start odd, then is all even. Right, then they are, I don't know, that's not very good grammar, but ones digits start odd, then are all even. There we go. If I read, see, look, I need to reread my answer to make sure it makes sense. I did not do a very good job of that the first time. One's digits start odd, then are all even. Good. One observation. Just says write an observation, which to me says 1. I'm not going to do the other 2 because we've done problems like that. Lastly, let's look at our vocabulary check. This is page 430. Each number in a numeric pattern is a term. Each number is called a term. And we use that as we get farther on in math too to describe our expressions and equations. Okay, so we're going to use this word term again, so it's a good one to file away in your brain. A sequence is the ordered arrangement of terms that make up a pattern. Okay. Test practice. Identify the next term in the sequence. 171. I'm noticing when I'm looking at this, only the tens place is changing. What? 121, 131? Okay, let's see. So I went from 70 down to 30. So I subtracted, 40. I subtracted 30. Then I added 10. So I went from 5 down to 2, which would be subtracting 30. And then I went back up to 10. So now my next one's going to be subtracting 30. So it should be 101. Boop. There it is. Then I add 10. So sometimes the sequence can have a rule of 2 different things, right? This was subtract 30, add 10. Subtract 30, add 10. Ooh, 10, not 1. So, there we have it. Here is 7-3. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.